Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to convey a song message that I was getting that I got last night and is present again this morning. I've got my music on. If you didn't know, I get messages through my music. And there's one on right now. It's Isn't She Lovely by Stevie Wonder, I guess. And I just keep hearing it over and over again. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she lovely? I just did a couple of readings about choices. This is a choice point, the need to choose ourselves. And in the last couple of days, there's been this energy present of healing the feeling of not being chosen, the heartbreak that came from not being chosen, whether that's in a relationship where a person is with another person or chose a different kind of relationship, or our parents chose to leave us and, start a new life with a different family or whatever it is. It comes from that abandonment and the feeling of rejection. But this is a real choice point right now to choose to see it a little bit differently. That we weren't rejected, our energy was not aligned with theirs. And so it was a gift that we weren't chosen, but it's our energy that was speaking and protecting us from misalignment. We weren't aligned. They weren't aligned with us. There was something in us, and it could be codependent attachment, that we repel the things that aren't in alignment with us. So codependency and attachment is not aligned with our true being and with divine connection. In any way, in any form, whether it's a job or a friendship or a love. But specifically, there are a lot of people who are looking at this and healing the feeling and the heartbreak that comes from not being chosen. And the song was Mr. Big, To Be With You, which I'm sure a lot of you know that song. Because recognizing the misalignment and the toxic traits that were there in the connection between the two of you guys is really, really important for you right now. Because there's the energy of your person, the one who does align with you, who is sitting here waiting patiently for you to recognize and to see that they're there. The letting go process and the detachment from giving your power away to other people and needing to prove yourself. And it really was a connection about giving your power away and needing someone else to fill all of your needs or whatever it is. And that's not aligned with where you're going. That is not your highest vibrational timeline. There is someone coming in who has been waiting for you. It's like they've been waiting for all the others to get out of the way because they're the ones who actually choose you. Because at that point, you will have chosen yourself. When we choose ourselves and take the power back into ourselves and lean into acceptance, we're able to just be, and to not try so hard and not think that we need to prove ourselves and to gain approval and to seek validation and what we deserve. We get into a space of receiving, and it just comes to us. He or she is waiting to come into your field. Hold on, little girl. Show me what he's done to you. Stand up, little girl. A broken heart can't be that bad. When it's through, it's through. Fate will twist the both of you. So come on, baby, come on over. Let me be the one to show you. Let me be the one to show you what it feels like to hold you and accept you just as you are, exactly where you are. Even if you are recovering from the heartbreak of something going on over here, it's a beautiful place to be. Knowing that you were able to love and have this desire for a connection that allows you to be fully you. The fact that that relationship didn't allow you to be fully you is evidence of why it wasn't in alignment. This other person is in alignment with you, all of you. the authentic you, and the sacred space for you to be able to express all of you. I'm the one who wants to be with you. Deep inside, I hope you feel it too. Waiting on a line of greens and blues just to be the next to be with you. I'm waiting in line, just anticipating that moment that you open yourself up and don't feel like you need to seek. You just allow the mirror of who you really are. When you feel safe, when you feel secure, when you open yourself up, that's when they're coming in. They're just waiting patiently. But they're also waiting patiently. There's no force, there's no trying, there's no rush. It's not, they're just waiting for you to be ready. And they're letting you know it's there. They're there. It may be that the feeling of that, the knowing of that kind of connection and that kind of relationship, it's like the potential. This person is all of that. And you could feel that there on your timeline, but there were so many things that needed to move out of the way that stopped you from believing you deserved all of that. And this other person who didn't choose you was showing you all of the reasons or all of the belief systems inside of you that thought you didn't deserve that. And the feeling of this other person, you had attached to the wrong person. That was not your person. They were meant to show you something. They could have been, just a karmic connection that was meant to show you this pattern that you've been repeating. What is that pattern? Because if there is this need attached to it and this, I don't know, it is coming from the feeling of knowing that that kind of relationship out there exists and it exists for you, but there was such need to have it right now, right this second, that it got attached to another person. And that person was not the one who was supposed to choose you, and you weren't supposed to choose them, other than the fact that they were supposed to be a part of your life, that they were supposed to show you, and it was supposed to end up the way that it ended up. Them not choosing you and helping you to detach from the abandonment wound inside of you. They were supposed to show you that. They weren't supposed to choose you at the end, because it wasn't the right person. It wasn't that one. It wasn't, you were attaching to needing it to be the one that fills all of your needs. And there is no one that fills all of your needs. This person over here, the one who's waiting for you to open up and let them in, they are there to show you and to foster and give you the freedom to connect with many people who fill a lot of different needs for you, not just one person. And they give you the freedom to be involved in this over here, and this over here, and this over here. And sometimes it involves them, sometimes it doesn't involve them. And they do the same thing. And that freedom and that sovereignty is also working in combination to support and foster the authentic growth of both of you. That's what it's supposed to be. Build up your confidence so that you can be on top for once. Wake up, who cares about little boys that talk too much? I see it all go down. Your game of love was all rained out. This is the old version of love. The struggle, the trying to prove yourself, the needing to put your best foot forward in order, it's like dating, this putting your best foot forward in order to be approved of, or for them to accept you and choose you as a partner that they want in life, and blah, blah, blah. That's the old way of seeking love. This one is being that love and opening yourself up to receive the reflection of that in many different ways in your life, not just romantically. That's the process that you're going through right now. It's really beautiful. So come on, baby, come on over. Let me be the one to hold you. I'm the one that wants to be with you. Deep inside, I hope you feel it too. Waited on the line of greens and blues just to be the next to be with you. Why be alone when we can be together, baby? You can make my life worthwhile. I can start to make you smile. I can make you start to smile. When it's through, it's through. Fate will twist the both of you. It's really about acceptance. They are really getting you to sit in a space of real acceptance and knowing that that was not your person. It was not your person. It was not your person. And it says, why be alone when we can be together, baby? In the relationship, you felt very alone. You felt alone because of the attachment that was there and the need for this one person to fill all of those needs. It didn't give you the space. The attachment didn't give you the space to be fulfilled in many different areas. It was a vortex of all your focus goes into that one person, into the relationship, and you lose yourself in relationships. And even though you're with somebody else, you feel very alone because of that. You lose who you are. This one is different. This one coming in is different. This one is the life partner. This is the one that fosters the growth and expansion. If you're choosing companionship, if you're choosing a partner, if you really have come to a place of understanding what it is to partner in life, and that comes from a space of freedom and no attachment at all, and trusting that space, sometimes that feels very unsteady. It's like, are we talking about like not being committed or whatever it is? What is the attachment to commitment? Why is there a need for a commitment? And when do we step into a space of trust? Just trusting that this is exactly as it needs to be. I don't need any assurances of that other than the energies that I feel and sense on a daily basis. I'm the one who wants, and it's just this repetitive, I'm the one who wants to be with you. I'm the one who chooses you. Now you have to choose you first. You have to choose you. You have to choose to express all of you. There's something that you're holding back. There's a part of you that you are not expressing. And it's time for you to speak your truth. If this stuff resonates with you, go back and watch my other readings from today. It's April 1st. The start of the new. It's the new moon. It's the start of something fresh. And it's a new cycle. It really is a new cycle. And we can choose to not have it be a karmic cycle, but this really beautiful, expansive cycle. I'm the one who wants to be with you. Deep inside, I hope you feel it too. That feeling, that draw, that knowing that it's out there, that they're waiting there patiently. Take all the time you need. They really want you to open up because they can feel you there too, but there isn't need connected to it. There's just this knowing that I'm patient. I'm a patient person. I've been waiting all of this time, and they're encouraging you. They're not urging you. They're not magnetizing you. They're not drawing you in. They're just waiting patiently with open arms for you to choose yourself because they want to support you choosing you. And in the same way, choosing to share the expression of that with somebody else. Do you want that? Just to be the next to be with you. I'm weighted on a line of greens and blues. Heart energy, heart chakra, throat chakra. Speak your truth. Be the fullness of you. Be the full expression of you. You are the authentic you. You are exactly what someone else is wishing for. They're wishing for you. Just as you are wishing for them as well. You just think that all those things that you were wishing for was this other person. That other person was meant to remove anything that stood in the way of you being fully you. It was a really beautiful role that they played in your life. Can you imagine that this is someone else over here? Because it's everything that you wanted. It's everything that you are. It's the freedom to be you. Fully you. Can you take the next step to let that in? All right, I'm going to pull one of these cards in order to, and some of you are just like, how though? How? If all of this resonates with you, go back and watch those other readings from today too. There's 2 of them on there. One of them is an extended reading, and if you've never bought an extended reading before, that's really where the heart of a lot of the how to do that, how to step onto this new path. How do I step into a path of abundance and happiness and manifest and receive? How do I receive this person? How do I receive this job? Whatever it is. Go back over and watch those, okay? Surrender your need to always be right. Resisting another perspective, resisting and projecting that, and judgment. That's what this is all about too, is judgment. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help you resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. There's a lot of resistance there, and there's judgment that you want to release. And the judgment comes from inside of you, this feeling of not being worthy, this feeling of not being good enough, or I deserve this, or I deserve this punishment, or I don't deserve this punishment, or whatever it is. Judging any situation as if it's not exactly where you need to be. Surrender your need to always be right. Surrender your need to be right about the fact that you weren't chosen, and that it isn't possibly exactly what needed to be happened, that wasn't the right thing to have happened, that I wasn't chosen, but I wasn't chosen. Or is there another perspective? Is there another perspective that you weren't supposed to be, though, and you weren't supposed to choose them either? And it wasn't anything to do with you. It was just about the fact that the chemistry was not aligned with your highest timeline. It just was not aligned. They chose themselves and chose something that was aligned with them. And the fact that you weren't chosen by somebody else is not the right answer. It's the fact that it is the right answer. It's both, though. There's another perspective. The fact that you're not choosing yourself, that space, that relationship, that connection did not allow you to be fully you. It was helping you to get to that point, and so it served a major purpose. But the choice point now is about you choosing you. So there are two perspectives to everything. Can you see both of them? Can you allow the other one to be correct too? That I wasn't chosen, but that I didn't choose myself? Or whatever it is. That's a big key. That's a key to your freedom, to not attaching to any other person and allowing the other person to be free in that as well, to be free in their perspective. Because the hold on needing to be right is based on insecurity. You have to convince others or know that your perspective is the only perspective in order to feel safe. And that's actually the opposite of safety. That's what makes you feel, and that's what actually makes you ungrounded and unstable. Because everyone's truth is their truth. And if you open your eyes to that and accept that, there's no resistance out there to anyone. You choose, but you also have the freedom to choose what you accept, what your belief system is, and what you accept, without needing someone else to be wrong in order to do that. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Okay, do that. If you guys need more help with this, or you want to dig into your individual situation, we can get more details about who this other person is, what they bring to the table, and what they're mirroring, and what else you need to do in order to receive and open yourself up. Click on my link below, go to my website and book a private session with me. You can do a recorded reading. It's a little bit better if you do a one-on-one session, because it's more organic and we can extract so much more information out of it. That's called Discover Your Authentic Self session. Either way, if you have any questions, you can also email me about what kind of session you should book. I look forward to working with you guys. Let's really bring in our abundance and open ourselves up to allow. Okay? Love you guys.